Right, hello everybody, this is Junk in the Trunk #11, and I got these at the weekend. They were £1 from, what were they? Oh, it's yeah, locks, all brass locks and things like that. And there's corners and ring hand, oh, there's all sorts of things, and they were £1 from the works if you're in the UK. There we go, I'll just take that off. Different things, go and have a look. There's some nice things there actually. Might do for some closures on journals for a later date. So I thought I was going to do these up because again it's packaging and it would normally go in the bin. So I thought we'd make some little windows and put a pressed flower in the middle that you've seen me do, but we thought we'd do them out of these instead. Right, so it's going to take a couple of coats of gesso, I think, personally. And I'm also doing it on this because I want to create some backgrounds as well while I'm doing this. So if I use different things, it will go on the background. And just get rid of that. I need to get rid of one side then. Yeah, no, I think that will work because I'm going to cut that bit out of there. Yeah. The white bit I'm just literally doing quite random. Right, see, I know I'm using these, but you can use aperture cards and things like that, where I'll try and get my sister's photograph. She's just done a load of these sort of things with aperture cards, and I usually do them with, you know, the die cuts, the square one, and then, which you've seen me do before, but she done loads. She had loads of aperture cards that were just sat there, so she made them all into these little, you know, put little pressed flowers in. So you don't have to use pressed flowers, you can use a cutout. If you cut out two and put them back to back, they can look nice floating in one of these. And I'm using again the CD cases because I'm trying to get rid of them or use them up. And you can use acetate from packaging. Or turning them that way because that takes longer to dry because it's shiny. Let's put another coat on. If yours is quite thick, your gesso, then you don't need to. Oh, and by the way, there is recipes on Pinterest how to make gesso up. I think there's also a recipe on my Facebook group. I mean, if I didn't get it for £5, like I get this one for, I would make it up, definitely. I wouldn't spend a lot of money, even though I did buy the Prima one, the clear one, but that's different. So, that, for special occasions, I use that for. It'll most probably go off before I use it. Just that happens, doesn't it, when you save things, special occasions. You never end up using it. A bit like that with my Dilutions paints. I must get them back out because they'll dry out before I use them. Because I save them for something, you know, something wonderful. Yeah, I've had the engineering again, so that's taken a month, look. So he's been in all morning. Well, I think we've got it sorted now. I mean, it wasn't indoors, it was outside. So I had to change the cables and do all sorts of things. My speeds just dropped so bad. There was difficulty uploading anything. And, you know, when you're paying for high speeds and only getting, like, really low. And just even uploading the simplest thing took forever. And it doesn't help when you're doing YouTube videos. Especially when it says, oh, it's going to take 3 days. And I'm like, oh, it didn't, but I used to do it through the night and things like that, so. Okay, so they're all nice and dry. So all we've got to do now is to cut the back out. I had a die cut that size, would have been ideal, but I haven't. So all I do is, my head might get in the way while I cut this out. So I'll try and hold it to the side. Let's cut that out. So if you can hear the noise in the background, that's my printer. And then that just comes out of there. And then with that, get your little dies if you got any. And make some little tickets, tags that we can play around with later. Alright, I'm going to put the white thing back on now. So I've done the rest. True Blue Peter style. Right, so what we're going to do, it's going to be nature because it's going to be pressed flowers, isn't it? So I would like to do some a different colour really. Right, blue and yellow maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do sort of blue and yellowy, I think. I'll just go and get those. Okay, this is the colours I've chosen. I've got that one in the Fossilised Amber in Distress Oxide, and I've also got it in the Distress Ink. So I'm going to use both of those, and then I've got the Peacock Feathers. I think it's quite a different tone, but I'll just put that there just in case. I'm not saying I'm going to use it. Like I say, no idea what I'm doing yet. All I want to do is alter these up. So, I still feel that I want to go on me other thing. I might do that first, actually. But I will add some to that, because I've got a nice bit of gesso going on there now. We'll start with the lightest colour first, which is going to be that one, I think. So look, it's nice and bright, isn't it? And dilute it a bit. Let's get some colour on here. I usually got some paper around that I can mop up. I need to dry them off, and then I'll see you in a minute for the next layer. Okay, I put that down, and I haven't done anything more to them. I didn't, but I had a little go at putting it on there and see if it would still puddle with water, and it does, because this is quite shiny and it's quite thick card. So I'm gonna use it in the background. All right, and I also found a load of these flowers I got from a bridal shop that was chucking these out, and I just take, because you know it's got the horrible plastic centers, so I take them out. And I thought if I had some of these around, and if I needed to mop up, I might mop up with the colour. I'm not saying I'm going to use them on this project at all, but they will come in handy because I quite like the colours I'm using at the moment. So I just take all the plastic bits off. I'll throw that away. And then we can build up the flowers. You know, they're actually really nice. Oh no, there's two in there, look. They're lovely. But they just don't, I don't like the plastic bits, so there we go. So there's quite a few there that we can stain up. I'll put those in that bit there. We've got a load of them. I was chucking them all out. It was all in a bin bag ready to go out, and I went, oh, can I have those please? Yes, certainly. Right, so what's next? I might, should we have a go at the Distress Oxide this time? And then the blue, I think. I'm quite liking the way they're looking. Just to see the difference, really, because this is slightly opaque, isn't it? Whereas Distress ink is transparent. So I'm going to try and get it sort of where I had it before. There's a little bit more depth to it. Oh, that's going to take colour lovely. Got to think summer colours. So this is, you know, how I work. Right, I think you're getting an insight into how I do things. Is that dry? Right, and let's go in with the blue now. Bits of it should go green because we've used a yellow base, you see, which I love because I get my favourite colour, which is teal. Okay, and I'll put with some of these. And I'll stick them in my little pot, my yellow ones. Oh, they're really absorbent, aren't they? Great. See, and I'm thinking, looking at it now, I want orange because I'm thinking I'm still seeing spring, and I think I need to change that to like an orange. So I'm going to go and get an orange first. Okay, now let's get the wild honey out. Yeah, that's better. Got a bit of depth to that one. I mean, we are watering it down after all, you know, but that's what I want because time we add, you know, I might add some black stitch in, and I definitely need a bit more blue now. You know, it all changes. This is the bit that you think, oh, it's so wishy-washy. A bit on there. Ooh, bubbled that one. Yeah, that's when you get the heat gun too close. They do bubble, this sort of packaging. Yeah, they're actually better if you leave them to dry, but with time, no. Right, I've decided on a bit of Mermaid Lagoon now. And I know that one's got quite a lot of depth, and I think with water in it down, it's gone a little bit wishy-washy. So, but I don't want too much on it. That's nice. Oh, it's gone nice and green. But that's okay, that's what I want. See, going back to green. Go away, green. Okay, that is it. And then I'm going to dry all that on everywhere, even here. Okay, I'm going to add a bit of broken china now to these. I'm going to do it with a dried up, you know, the wet wipes, but they're dry. So just going to add a bit of that here and there. Then I'm going to add a bit of water just to create some, because it reacts with water, the oxide. Just to create a few cool things going on. And then I'm going to do it on exactly the same on the background there, which you'll see it'll look lovely. Right, just a little bit too much there. Okay, you can see. Okay, just create some really cool effects. I don't really sit on that one so much, but yep. Right, now I'm going to do it on here. I hope you can see that. Beautiful. Right. I'm not going to worry too much about any of that because, again, it's only a background. But I do like to have something in mind. Yeah, no, I'm loving this colour. That's lovely. Right. Okay. Definitely a bit of stamping. I'm going to sort of, yeah, definitely that way. Just sort of, I think I've already chosen. Yep, like that. That's going to be the front. So we've got a bit of stamping, and then we've got to go around the outside and in there just to dull things down a little bit. Not too much, because I actually really liking them at the moment. Right, stamping wise, I don't want anything overpowering. Oh, see, I really like this one. It's so close together. I know I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use the brown, or the, what one's that? Vintage sepia. Okay, I'm just going to try it on one at the moment and see what it looks like. It's just very, you know, nature, this one, so I quite like it because it's all over the place. also don't want too much because I don't want it to detract away from the really lovely colour there. So I'm literally lightly touching. I'm going to have a little bit in there, like that. There we go. That's all I want. And I'm going to carry on doing that. I'm just going to do a little bit. Very light touches. Stop. I have to tell myself to stop, you know. I really do. Right, now we need some vintage photo, but I think I'm going to get that one because that works a little bit better. And I want to go around the outside a bit. Oh, a lot on that one. And then try and get in there a little bit. Let's just go ahead and do all the other ones the same. Here we go. So all been stamped and they're all nice and dry. Okay. And where I inked up, I've got that going on here. So what I'm going to do is just break that up a bit. Let's give it a bit of a spray. And you can see it just sort of like moving it away and into that. Like that. And then I'm going to dry that off because I'm liking the way this is looking. On with the next bit. Right, if you've got acetate, I suggest, and you haven't got a sewing machine, then you have to use 2 pieces of acetate to trap something. And I would put sticky tape or double-sided tape all around here, like you do a shaker card, really. All right, and then lay your acetate on, and then you have to put some more sticky tape on the acetate. All right, and on this side as well, so that it sticks down, but don't go all the way around. Leave that side open, and then you slip your thing that you want inside, yeah, and then you glue that down after. Right, but because I'm using the CD cases that I bought, as you know, by mistake, instead of the paper ones, so I had quite a lot of them, so I have been using them. I think I can get 2 out of this. Let's do it that way. Right, that's already shut, so I don't have to, I think I'll get, yeah, I'll just about get 2. So what I'm going to do is a bead of glue. Not too much though, because I'm stitching. It's very lightly, even though it might look like I'm putting loads on. I'm not. Hardly any's coming out because it's nearly empty. All right, like that. And I'm going to put the flap down there, so I've got an opening. I'm going to come in a bit because I want to get 2, don't I? Let's have a look. Maybe a tiny bit more. Like that. I'm going to do, let's cut that first by the look of it. Got a bit of glue on that bit. We don't want that, do we? Cut that off. Right, just to keep that in place, again, tiny bit of glue, not much. And then shut that down. Right, now I'm going to trim that off. And put my little flower in. Well, someone done, I think someone put a postage stamp in. They look nice. I might do one actually. 2 back-to-back stamps might look nice. So, yeah. Just for a change. What have I got here? I have no idea. Oh, they're nice. Too big, and I don't want to waste it. You can put a little dot of glue under the flower. That's if I can get in here. You know it's open. There. Yeah, so best to stick the top down after I put the flower in. Yeah. So I've already forgotten how I done them. Right, so I want it facing up, but usually the static electricity keeps the flower in place. So that's that one. Again, I'm going to just trim that off. Okay, I'll go and get some more. Okay, so the other ones are all dry, and I've stuck a stamp back to back. All right, so I'm going to have one as a stamp, and then that's the flower I've chosen. Okay, these ones were a bit stuck together because they weren't dry properly when I was heating it up. So, but they'll be fine once we've got the acetate in. And I've already cut the acetate up because I thought that would be easier. So you don't see any of this inside. Let's make sure that's it. And that's the front. And the front has got to have the butterfly facing. So I'm going to try and centralise that one. I might put just a dot of glue, sort of a little bit. Not much because it will show, but then it's the back, so. Tiny bit of glue on there, and if it's double-sided tape, you'd put that on now. Looks like it's stretched a bit, that one. There we go. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to stitch around mine. And then, I mean, I like them as they are. I mean, some people most probably would cut that off, but I actually quite like that. That's okay, because you can, you know, put some fibres and all that on the top. I think I'll decorate a couple and leave a couple blank. And here we go, all stitched round. I decided to stitch all the way round as well. All right, so that's the butterfly one. So forget me not. Pass. Pass. I need my sister because she knows all the flowers. It looks like, I don't know what that looks like. But here we go. I've done it, and I think they look absolutely brilliant. And I think, yeah, what we could do, I think I would like something hung down here with a little tag on or something. So I'll have a little look round, and I'd love the stamp one. I mean, I have no idea where I saw this. I'm sure I have seen it on YouTube or online somewhere. So thank you very much, whoever you are, and I'm sorry I can't remember you. But if, you know, it was you, please comment below so that I know, because, you know, I just know I've seen it somewhere, and I thought it was a great idea. So I've used that one of the stamp, and then all the flowers. I mean, I've been doing these ones for a couple of years now, so I mean, I think Wendy's done them as well, and Gail, and loads of people have done them, and they're I mean, they're lovely. So, you know, please check out their videos. I'm just doing them because I'm doing them out of you know, I'm using the techniques and things like that, but I'm doing it out of packaging, you know, to utilize that. So a lot of the things that we see today have been around a long time. So, you know, but let's utilize it and let's have fun. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and have a bit of lunch, and then I'll come back and I might add some fibres to one and decorate it a little bit more. Don't need too much because I really like the way it looks. You know, just something up here perhaps. You know, I like that as being the centre point, or the focal point I should say. You know, my eyes straight away is drawn to the flower, so I'm quite liking it. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, I've decided to make some little paperclip things, you know, because these stamps fit on them lovely. So I thought I would do some of them and dangle them from the top of these, and I think that might do, and I thought it was a way of using the stamp. So all I do, again, this is not my idea. I think it's somebody, Paula Foreda, is it something like that? Rings a bell. But I will definitely post her video below, because it was amazing when she started doing these. Not quite so small as this, but I wanted some diddy ones. So just wrap it around. Fit those stamps, those diddy ones, lovely. And I've got loads of these stamps, so. Okay, I just put some fibres on there. I haven't got all my jewellery making stuff. These are really old and not very good, so you have to excuse me while I'm using these. But, there's a pink gemstone there. And I just thought we would make, like I said, some of those. So I've made one already. Might not be quite dry yet. I'll just put a button on there. Okay, and they're very dinky. All right, but I thought I'll make one of these up, and then I'm going to put an eyelet and I'm going to hang it from the side, sort of, so that it goes like that, which I think looks quite nice. And that's just some knitting yarn, which I love because it's sparkly. Just put 3 strands and then pulled it through. Right, what we're going to do first? Oh, I'll make the eyelet first. Let's do that. Which I need to just take that out of there. Quite nice if it's down this corner as well, but I just fancied putting it up there this time. Makes a change. Okay, let's put one of these together. Now what I do is I put the button on first. The flat bit is pointing towards that. All right, then the bit of lace, then that. I usually put that facing me, I think. Yeah, okay, so it's like that. So I put the front on first, and then I go in from the back to the front, close it, okay, and that sort of like pulls through in a minute. And then it sits nicely on the front. There we go. And then that sits towards the front. All right, if you do it the other way, it sits at the back. I found that out. All right, so you've got the bigger one at the back then going towards the front. Okay, right, so that's that one done. Like I say, it's tea time now, so I shall show you all the other ones. I'll just take some pictures of the rest. I'm going to put all these bits in and finish those off tomorrow. Oh, I didn't glue me thing on there. Just put a little button on somewhere, or a gemstone, anything like that really. Dinky buttons, so might as well use them. Right, okay, just have to be careful with that while it dries. Yep, leave that alone for a minute. I've got another one there that I've done. Okay, right, so I don't know whether I showed you all the other ones, but I'm sure I did. All right. And they're looking great. Okay. Oh, it should be in the middle really, sorry. And there. And that's that one. With the dangle. There we go. Okay, and we've got a nice piece of backing paper now to do something with at a later date. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Oh, this week's challenge, what should I do? Oh, just make anything with a window, I think will do. Anything with any window. You can do it out of packaging, you can do it out of the aperture cards, anything. Just use a little bit of acetate and make a window card and do it how you want. Okay, and then I'll put you in the drawer. All right, well, thank you very much, everybody, there for watching, and I'll speak to you in the week. Bye-bye.